Listen, man, you ain't crying by yourself. We all crying. We all saw the dominance. We all saw what happens when you pick good players in the first round of the draft. Look at the move right here. Jalen Carter is ready for the league. And the fact that he studied for this matchup, a preseason matchup, lets you know that the Philadelphia Eagles did their due diligence in drafting a bona fide stud. A lot of players flashed. A lot of players looked good. You know what I'm saying? Including undrafted free agent Eli Ricks with the pick 6, making this cornerback battle for these final few spots that much more exciting. The Philadelphia Eagles are flying high. Already after one preseason game, we're going to look at, the ways this team could be better. We're going to start looking at rookies that deserve to make it. We're going to start looking at some vets that we thought that were going to make it, possibly not. Let's get into it, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Before we get into the meat and potatoes, I got to let y'all know that this video was brought to you by Print Champs. Big Print Champs in the building. Get your ski mask, Howie. Get your hurt season tees. Get your hurt season hats. Get your defensive slime tee. Get everything you need. I'm telling you, the season about to start, and it's about to be one of them ones, as you can see. The Philadelphia Eagles are so good. We are so set up for the future. It almost don't even make no sense at this point. It don't even make no sense at this point. Jalen Carter, we're going to start right there. Jalen Carter is an absolute stud. An absolute stud. I didn't know that this was the type of player that we needed until the reports came out yesterday of him studying the opponents for a preseason game. Of him being that much locked in on the offensive line that he about to go up against in a preseason debut. You see the swim move. You see the way he moves. You see the way how agile and how nimble he is from the defensive tackle position. The ability to create that pressure from the interior will always be the calling card of any good defensive line. If you got an Aaron Donald, for example, you're going to be able to make some moves. How do you think Fletcher Cox has stayed around so long? How do you think Javon Hargrave just got that bag? Because they're able to consistently get pressure up the middle, pressure in the face of the opposition. That's exactly how. That's how these things happen. And look at it. Look at it. Look at where we at right now, ladies and gentlemen, on the cusp of a defensive dynasty. On the cusp of a defensive dynasty, Jalen Carter is him. Every bit of it. We're not going to sugarcoat it. It's probably going to pan out to be one of the greatest picks in Philadelphia Eagles history. If that dude stays healthy, we're going to consistently get this level of play from him. We're going to consistently get a guy that's studying the game, a guy that wants to be great, a guy that's soaking up game from Fletcher Cox and those boys, man. That move on his first ever snap in the NFL at the professional level, you see what he's capable of, and you see the type of stuff that he could do. Man, I'm so happy that kid's an Eagle. The defense as a whole was flying around the young players. I really enjoyed it. I really liked what I saw. Nolan Smith didn't really make a play that would wow you right now, but he was active. He was around. So many different things took place in that game, and you got to kind of give credit to, Howie Roseman. He picked guys with a winning attitude. He picked guys that's looking like they want to win and they want to be great. How about Eli Ricks with the pick 6? Making this, cornerback battle that much more impressive. We've been hearing a lot about Josh Jobe. We ain't been hearing nothing about Greedy Williams. Eli Ricks is the one with the pick 6. I did a video on Eli Ricks on his potential and what he could potentially be for the Philadelphia Eagles. The way that he jumped that speed out route, phenomenal. Fantastic. You can't even, come on, man. You can't ask for more, man. We picking guys who have played, like usually the Philadelphia Eagles would draft like feel-good players. We drafting guys with star potential. We drafting guys with star potential when it's all over the field and it's showing and it's paying dividends. And it's paying dividends to what we want to do. You know what I mean? It's paying dividends to what we want to do. So, I'm excited. I'm happy. I can't wait for the next preseason game. I want to see. Still some things I want to see how Sean Desai plans on mixing it up. But you got to understand, you're going to just see vanilla defensive play calling in the preseason. You're not really going to see anything crazy. You're not going to see too much scheme. You know what I mean? Listen, I think we'll see a little more once the All-22 film come out. But, DeAndre Swift looked really explosive. looked really explosive yesterday. You know what I mean? I tweeted when I seen DeAndre Swift, when he made the little move, made Buddy fall. I'm like, bro, get him out the game. We already know what he could do. We know what he could do. Get him out the game. Get him out the game. Penny didn't look bad either yesterday. The Eagles running backs looked really good yesterday. You know what I mean? The new additions to the Philadelphia Eagles looked good yesterday in their preseason action, preseason debut. So let's all take a deep breath. Let's wait for the All-22 to come out. Let's really diagnose some things. I think you got guys like Tyler Steen, who is going to be an adjustment period for. Listen, it's hard to play offensive lineman in the National Football League, let alone, be that guy blocking the blind spot of your quarterback. You know what I mean? He had a little confusion seeing the rushers, seeing the free blitzers, you know what I mean, from that left tackle position. That's where they had him at. But he'll be okay. He'll get acclimated. You know what I'm saying? And if he don't get acclimated, he's a rotational piece. You know what I mean? But the Philadelphia Eagles, wow. Jalen Carter, wow. I can't wait to see how this thing unfold. Oh, my God. I'm still out here in Kentucky. I was still able to catch the game. You know what I mean? I'm a little late on my thoughts on the game, but I wanted to let it marinate. I wanted to get some good plays. I wanted to get some good talking points for this one. And the only thing that could come out my mouth, pause. Only thing that I could think of talking about is Jalen Carter, bro. Only thing I could think of talking about is Jalen Carter and impact plays. Him and Jordan Davis are going to be the future of the defensive line for a very long time, man.